thank you.
The time is 2 minutes this time, all right? Go for it.
That's all. Thank you very much to the Tax Enough Already party. I'm going to tell you, this is wonderful to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe you have one clear choice in the election. Your country is in peril. Your country's in crisis. You're going to look to where there's solutions, not sound bites. Where have your fingerprints been? What have you written? Not yesterday, not just in the digest, but what have you written over the years? What have you done to make solutions for the current crisis in America? Whether it's against China, Middle East, or those things, we are slipping and losing ground. You need someone that has been there, someone with confidence, someone who can bring people together with leadership and come to a solution in crisis. It's not a good old boy network that we're looking at. What we're looking at is for all Americans to have trust again. That's number one. To have faith in somebody's word that when they're going to go there, they're not going to change, and they're not going to drink the Kool-Aid, as it were, and they're going to have leadership to say no. I possess that leadership, possess that self-confidence, and that experience. Ladies and gentlemen, I will deliver us back in your hands. I don't need a strategist, and that's what the problem is. We need people, we hire strategists, they whisper in their ear and say, what do I do next? Rosinski leads and says, let's find a solution. I will bring people together, and I'll do it on both sides. Why? Because they have to look good to their constituents when they have nothing upstairs in their attic. I will bring that to bear. In America, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I have no doubts whatsoever that over my career, what I brought to our nation to be number one in everything that I've done, I will do it again. Whether it was leaving the State Department, Condi Rice, the critical issues, I will do it again as we lead our way in the future. And ladies and gentlemen, career politicians are behind us. Don't stand idle with them. Let's move forward, because if we stand, we are going to be, again, still in that mired crisis. God bless you.
Can I ask you to please give a moment of silence at the very end for Calvin? He served Cherokee County well. I think he deserves a moment of silence. What you said a moment ago about these navigators and what we need to do in the next session, it brings up an important point I wasn't able to bring up earlier. Why I'm staying in the Georgia House, finishing my job while still running for Congress. Because there are things that need to be done. I didn't believe that I should put upon my constituents the cost of running a special election. That's one reason why I didn't resign early. The second reason was there were still things that need to be done. And my dad always told me the best way to get a job is to prove that you know how to do the job that you presently have. One of them is exactly your problem, which is taking on Obamacare on the state level. And I'm going to be there come January to do that. Another thing is to deal with school choice. I've got a very important school choice bill that I need your help on. I got it out of the House. It's bottled up in the Senate Education Committee. It is an important bill when it comes to giving parents the power to direct how their children's education is going to take place. And I need your help. The third thing I want to do in the short time that I have left is I'm going to stand up for the Second Amendment. I helped pass a bill this year that will expand the rights of gun owners in this state. Unfortunately, once again, it got bottled up in the Senate. I want to be there to help finish the job on that issue. I've also got a bill that's going to take care of the victims of sexual crimes, the minors, who are right now being victimized a second time in court. And I've got an important bill that I want to get through. That's the kind of leader I'm going to be for you. I'm going to be there to fight for you on the issues that you care about. Because one of the cardinal rules that I learned from the very beginning, and I'm going to keep with me all the way to Congress, is that my job is not to deliver edicts from the Gold Dome or from the nation's capital, but to take the wisdom of this room to the table where decisions are made. Elect me and I'll be that kind of congressman. www.edlindsey.us. God bless you all.
The reason that I'm running for Congress is because I want to make a difference. I must make a difference. I could retire and live a very pleasant life, but I choose instead to work 7 days a week in Washington to fix this country's problems. We have such huge problems, it could destroy the very fabric of this country. Please visit my website. I have 175 articles, which could be an attack vector other candidates if they want to see exactly what I have to say. I'm the only candidate that I know who does this because I believe in telling the truth. The idea that I had that I'm moving forward on is something that would change the entire election system, which is why it was written up in the Washington Post. In fact, I got an email from Senator Jim Wellesley, who used to be a Georgia senator back in the 60s, and I published it, that particular one. It said, brilliant. I wish he said, I wish I would have thought of doing this 50 years ago. But anyway, so please visit the website. 15 years ago, in Atlanta, we had the Olympic Games. Georgia spent $2 billion to focus the eyes of the world on Metro Atlanta. The reason why is not just to host the Olympics, which is very nice to do, but to bring the eyes of the business leaders to Georgia and introduce new jobs. I can do that for nothing because the British government and the European Parliament is watching my candidacy here in the 11th district, and if I'm elected, I will work very hard to work with the British government and the European Union to bring jobs to Georgia, and that means prosperity. So please visit AlanLevineForCongress.com and write to me, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you.
Derek will probably get on to me because I'm not here tonight to tell you to go to my website. I want you to look at Bob Barr. And what you see in Bob Barr is you see the same thing that Ronald Reagan did when he appointed me as his U.S. attorney. Why did he appoint me as U.S. attorney? Because he knew I had the backbone and the wherewithal to stand up to the Colombian drug cartel, to stand up to the white supremacists that were murdering our children, to stand up to the con artists that were taking our seniors' hard-earned money, and to stand up to the drug traffickers. When the people of the 7th District elected me as their representative in the United States House of Representatives 4 times, they did so because they knew that I had the backbone to stand up to Bill Clinton and impeach the son of a gun. I know how to get things done in Washington. When the NRA elected me, and they have done so for 17 years to their board of directors, they did so, the NRA members all across this country, because they know that I have the backbone to stand up for our Second Amendment rights. They know, for example, that I had the backbone as I did to repeal the Clinton gun ban in the House of Representatives. But for Bob Dole standing in the way of it, we could have gotten it through the Senate. Friends, I have been there, I have fought the good fight, I have moved our conservative agenda forward against all odds. And with your help, and with God's help, I will do so again. Thank you very much.